Alright, what's going on, comic book community? Now, I know it's been a while for me, but life just happens. Like I'm officially now a first time dad, and I'm trying to, maintain a different work life balance with everything. And ever since then, like my last video, like comic book hunting hasn't really been like a priority for me, but every now and again when I get the chance, I'll try to put in a little bit of extra work to try and go find books. And I guess you can say I can find some decent books since my last video, so let's just get into it. And this is mostly going to consist of LCSs and used bookstores. So first off, I want to start off with this little batch of books that I found at a antique mall just a couple of days ago when I had free time for the first time in a while. Starting out with Ghost Rider number 18. Like, I just was attracted to the cover for that one. I managed to find that for $2. Now, this next one is one of the harder to find from the Amalgam line. Iron Lantern. The fusion between Iron Man and Green Lantern. And next up, I actually managed to find another one of these for a good price, and apparently it's averaging over $50 right now. Another third print of Batman number 686. And with all the rage these days of second and third prints, why not? Next up, it's Exterminators number 1. Found that for $2. This one, I'm kind of glad that I found it. Iron Man number 281, like the first War Machine armor before, Rhodey takes it over. Now, being a Batman Beyond fan, this one was kind of neat to find out in the wild. Batman Beyond number 15, the first appearance of Erica Electra, original character created just for the comics. Now this one was kind of neat to find because it's kind of a prelude to King Shark, and it also happens to star the Flash. Green Lantern number from the 80s series, number 84. Now, I happen to like the cover on this one. And I did manage to find some Silver Age, but it's not in the best of conditions. USA Fighting Men number 16. Next set of books. I think I went to this shop, Movie Trade Company, like 2 months ago. And what was funny is they were having another one of those ridiculous sales where it was a buy one, get one free. And it just so happens to be Transformers month, but yet they didn't even have any Transformer books in stock, so I thought that was funny. But I got this one primarily for the cover. Dark Horse Presents number 46. It's just a Predator on the cover. And I managed to find another DC Universe logo variant, Batman number 518. Now, like with everything going on right now, like with inflation and stuff, like when I went to this shop in particular, like the LCS was kind of greedy in the sense where like right before Thundercats blew up, they had a mid-grade copy of Thundercats number 1 on their wall for $15. And like right after the news broke, I went back to try and pick it up, only to find out that the LCS owner marked it up to $100. And I guess this LCS owner just kind of was getting a little bit greedy for his own good, because when I went to go pick it up and find out that he charged over $100 for it, so I just decided to go through their back issue bins, and they had a $3 box, and I managed to find some good books there. And they were in the $3 section, but when I took them up to at the checkout counter, they just didn't happen to have a price on them, so he decided to take it upon himself to go eBay price check them. And I managed to find Justice League number 50, a Flash 187, the Zoom, and uh, a Blue Beetle #3, the first modern Peacemaker, and the total for those three books came out to over $135. So I just decided, I just straight up told him, you know what, I'm good. Like, but thanks anyway. And then there was a guy behind me that was asking for a price on the book, and he was the LCS owner was charging eBay prices, or like above eBay prices, and the customer had said, "Hey, can you do like $95 on this book?" And he goes, "Nope. If it doesn't sell, then we're just gonna send it off to CGC and charge more for it." So then at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm probably never gonna come back to this store again. So I just decided to head up another one, and I managed to find some decent books at this one. Uh, First off, I found a signed copy of DC Comics, the New 52, the free previews issue, and it happens to be a autograph twice. Like, I couldn't fully make out who signed these, but you know what? $1 pickup for a signed issue couldn't hurt. Then I managed to find, for the first time, my copy of Action Comics 340, the first appearance of the Parasite, but it is coverless, and I managed to find that for $1. And this next one, I actually don't know what it goes for, but I was scrolling around the internet, and I don't know if it was accurate or not, but apparently this goes for like $90, but I doubt it. I should probably check eBay before I started making this video. It's Ants #5, the Spider-Man #1 homage cover, and like this next book kind of got hot ever since the Marvels movie got announced. The Thing #35, the first appearance of this version of Miss Marvel. So that was a nice pickup. And I finally managed to find a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2, the third printing, but it's not in the best of conditions. But it works for me. And like for the loose single issues, Batman #471, the first full cover appearance of Killer Croc. And like as of late, I know there's been like some controversy of what is the true first appearance of Killer Croc in Detective Batman, his full partial cover appearance, and in book. Deadpool #23. It's not in the best condition, like it's all warped, but happened to find single Deadpool issues is kind of hard right now. Another Silver Age pickup, Aquaman #42, the second appearance of the Black Manta, for $1, and this just happens to be like water damage throughout the book, but it's still legible. Anything Green Lantern related right now. #49. This is water damage too, but it's a newsstand copy. Green Lantern #50. This one's in better condition, also newsstand. I guess the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th printing of Walking Dead #1. But this is the Cleveland Convention exclusive. How that managed to find itself all the way to Texas, I don't know, but you know, it's in my collection now. Now this is like one of the lower key LCSs in my area, and they happen to have like a somewhat intimate old school vibe to it, and I just like going to it, but it's like a really far drive for me. So like I may have to make a trip sometime later just to see what they can get in, because apparently they do rotate their inventory out. And I managed to find a Swamp Thing #1 from the New 52, a Swamp Thing #11, apparently one of the recalled editions, but I'm pretty sure this is not one. Key Collector app has this advertised as a big money issue, but apparently what's not in the description is that there's two versions of this, unedited version and one that got distributed, uh, let's say the version that DC wanted to put out. So I'm guessing that this is the one that they wanted to put out. The way they have it is that it's a really scarce and not really widely available, but the store actually happened to have 4 copies of this, but this was the nicer ones. And this one's a hard to find DC Universe Detective number 675, the Platinum version. Now this one does have a regular version, but the Platinum version averages $25 on its own. Next up, Wonder Woman number 105. A version of Wonder Girl appears in this issue. One of the better Spider-Mans, Peter Parker number 101, the Silhouette version. This next one was a wall book that they had $30 on there, but it's not in the best of conditions, and I managed to talk them down to $10. But it is a really low printed run. Birds of Prey number 8. Batman 491. A prelude to the Nightfall story arc, a newsstand. Detective Comics Annual number 2 for $2. A Whitman version variant of Justice League of America. Spider-Girl number 77. Somebody recently showed this off in one of their videos, and they kind of put this book in my radar. Next up, Superman Batman number 77. Supergirl meets Damian Wayne Robin. Now, as of late, I've actually put more emphasis on the quality instead of quantity books. So this next batch of books is what I considered a good value for what I've managed to pick up. Detective Comics number 647, the first appearance of Stephanie Brown. She just made her debut on Batwoman. How she's portrayed on that show, I couldn't tell you because I am not watching that. And since Justice League, this book has been hitting a premium, but the sad thing is that he doesn't really have any more key issues to go off of. But I managed to pick this up for only $3. Green Lantern Corps number 201, the first appearance of Kilowog. Now I managed to get this at a decent price because even first printing and the normal covers go for over $50 to $70, and I managed to pick up a variant that goes for over $100 on eBay. The 1 in 25 variant, Sam Keith, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. Now I really dig this cover out of the 2011 series first issue covers, because it's like an homage to the original series. And I managed to pick this bad boy up for $50, even though it's going for $75 to $100 right now. The first appearance of Lobo, Omega Man number 3. Now for these next 3 books, like I said, Green Lantern related. So here's the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern number 48, a DC Universe logo variant. A difficult to find book that averages at least $200 online. Batman Adventures number 36, a DC Universe logo variant. Now, if you can take a closer look at the cover, you can see that it happens to have Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn, and a DC Universe logo variant, so that's a double win in my book. And lastly, with the announcement of his appearance in Titans on HBO Max. I finally managed to get my copy of it, and mid grade, but I've got it at a steal. I wish it was in better condition, but as long as I have it in my collection finally. Batman number 189, the first appearance of the Scarecrow in the Silver Age. So that pretty much rounds up my books for the last couple of months, and hopefully you guys have found this interesting. And take it easy and just keep posting, community. All right, thanks.